What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Beautiful Beer Review channel. Tonight, we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of drinking an IPA out of my fridge or anything I've gotten recently, I kind of dove back a little bit. I think probably about a year ago, I got some beer from California. And I dug it out of the cellar, and we're going to crack it open tonight. From St. Archer Brewing, we have one of their Tusk and Grain series beers. It is a coffee porter that is tequila and bourbon barrel aged with Mexican chocolate. 10.9% ABV out of San Diego, California. There's a great write-up on the back. If you see this, I'm going to read the back to you real quick. This beer is one part of the quality that comprises our feature on coffee beer. Highlighted by Mostra Coffee's Costa Rican, we reach deep into our oak cathedral to pull out one of our most complex beers to date. Chocolate, earth, and floral tones are the resulting harmony of a blend of 2/3 tequila barrels aged and 1/3 bourbon barrel aged Imperial Porter. Finished with authentic Mexican chocolate from Jalisco, we proudly present to you an iteration of one of our favorite styles. So I cannot wait to get into this beer. But before I do, I want to complain. I've never complained on this channel for real. But this was a wax top. And a murderous wax top. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. How thick the cap was. With my opener hoop that still has wax stuck in it. And a bread knife. Okay, I had to cut this thing off of this bottle. Ridiculously waxed. So this beer is properly warmed up, no doubt about it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get it into the glass. Yeah, it pours out like a porter. I was kind of expecting this to be kind of thick, like a stout almost, but it does not appear that they've done that. I hope it's not too dark out here to see this either. The sun's going down, so. Anyway, it's still pretty much pitch black. A little bit of ruby haze, like edges on it. You can see those down on the bottom. About a half a pinky of tan mocha head, kind of dissipating rather quickly. You can see that. Let's get a nose on it. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang on, let me smell that again. A ton of that Mexican chocolate coming off. Like a good spice note, a little peppery action going on. A little bit of sweet coffee aroma coming through, not like a bitter dark roast. Good amount of tequila notes actually, and bourbon as well. Like a good boozy smell to it. We're at 10.9, I would expect that for sure. But the main aroma is like Mexican chocolate. I mean, very reminiscent of like last year's Mexican cake to me. That kind of smell to it. So anyway, let's get a taste. This beer's, wow, well done. I think I gave a bottle of this to Keith. I don't remember which one it was, though. Remember what porter it was aged. It was one of their coffee beers. But so this beer, really warm in the throat. A lot of like chili kind of stuff going on in my throat. Mouth is boozy, kind of thick for a porter actually in the mouthfeel, kind of oily and slick. Not chewy like a stout though, but it definitely is thicker than a normal porter. Being Imperial, I would expect that too. A ton of chocolate. I mean, a ton of chocolate for me. Like baker's chocolate, a little bit of dark chocolate, a ton of Mexican chocolate. The back end kind of tastes like pressed coffee too. You breathe over this, you get a good amount of tequila too. And the bourbon is ever so faint. The tequila kind of dominates this for me. But there's still, I mean, it is boozy for sure. Not in a bad way though, not at all. I'm gonna let my wife try this as well. I really dig this one. I do not know when this was bottled. If you know when, if you're watching this and you know when Tusk and Grain, when St. Archer bottled these beers, let me know. I don't know how old it is, but yeah, I mean, just a ton of Mexican chocolate, a good amount of spice, not heat, but just spice to it. A good note of coffee. Just a well done porter. Probably, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever had a porter that tastes like this. I think that's probably where I'm at. Really good stuff. If anybody you know has these bottles laying around, I'd start now taking the wax top off of it so you could enjoy it one day. But yeah, if you know somebody you can trade for this, or if this is still on the shelf in California, I would totally grab this up. Well done, St. Archer, Tusk and Grain series. And I guess that's all. If you can get it, drink it. Until next time, y'all. Cheers.